So probably one of the most anticipated moments anybody has in any sort of sports game is building your character. Now, the main thing that you're going to do this in is in My Career. So as we click into it, we'll obviously get all of the different kind of actions that we can go through. You'll go through all of this part, but you will get to the actual building of your player. So let's get ahead and get to that part. So after all that, we have got the builds. This is what we can make. There is a few different ones that you can go through, so don't worry if you have a change of heart later on down the line. So let's go ahead and get into this then. So we'll click on the first one, and as you can see, you can scan your face. Don't do that. You can scan your face, but for right now, I'm not willing to do that. So we then have the head selection to start with. So we can go with pretty much whatever we like. This is kind of the good bit. You can either have your image. If you're a long-standing NBA fan, then you can obviously carry on with the sort of image you've gone for. I'm going to go, we'll just go with you. Why not? I'm not too fussed about how it looks. You can then edit all of the face as well. So you've got the skull, you've got the hair. If we want to go into it, obviously you can change how the hair is. So you can obviously go with the braids, you can go with the wavy dreads. So there is a lot of different things that you can go with. We'll go with a little spiky fade, why not? And then if we go through, you've got the skull. So it is just going to be more how it's shaped more so than anything. This is kind of just the start of it. There's not really like a color default at the moment. You've just got all of the different points from the face paint. Okay, maybe if you really want, you've obviously got your nose, you've got cheeks, mouth, upper teeth, lower teeth, facial hair, chin, skin, and then obviously your body. So you're going to be spending a fair whack of time in here, to be honest, because this is where it really pays to at least do all of your due diligence with this. You don't want to skip over massively, because you probably won't be able to change too much once we get thrown into this. So as you can see, we can then start your career by choosing how to build your My Player. So we can either create my own player from scratch, pro-tuned builds, or NBA builds. So you're probably going to go with your kind of number straight away. So for instance, for me, I am number 11, so I will go with that. We will be left-handed. Name, we are just going to go, and we'll just call him My Player, because I'm going to build my own player no, you know what? We'll go with a proper naming, in fact. And then we'll continue with that. And then we've got the position. So you've got point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, and then it just keeps going round. Obviously, you don't have to be this specific. They're just giving you a slight template. So if you know that you want to be a point guard, you don't necessarily want to be anybody that's like a crazy person going through, then you can kind of go with it. Personally, I will probably go for something like more like a shooting guard more so than anything. Kind of just having the accuracy with the passes might really do it. Mid-range shots are coming in quite nice. Obviously, you've got a decent amount of speed. You can then go a little bit shorter if you really want, or you can go a little bit taller. 6'8" is the absolute max, and then you can kind of keep going down. So I'm going to keep him at 6'5". I think it's a good one. And then obviously the weight, it will have different kind of ups and downs that you'll get. So keeping him at the template might be not bad. Then you've obviously got the wingspan that you can go up a little bit more. Won't necessarily take too much of your speed, but it might take a little bit of your shots, as you see. So we're going to keep it at 6'9". Once we've continued there, you can then obviously have different badges and stuff, and you can kind of upgrade as you will. You can fill them all the way up to 99 if you want, or you can keep them at the absolute lowest, and that will then decide what your career is going to do, basically. Are you really going all the way through and going through everything at the absolute minimum, or do you make yourself a little bit more up there? You've got the badges as well that you can see. Obviously, you'll need to get certain things upgraded. You've obviously got the potential on the left-hand side there, down the left. So we're just going to keep it at that. We're not going to go too crazy with it. We're just going to keep it very bog standard, very nice and simple. So we can continue through that, and then obviously we can navigate. We can go all the way down. Will that fill it all the way? Oh no, you've got to actually do it. So once you've done that, then you should be able to view all badges. You can obviously have a look and see what you kind of want in there, and then you can kind of go with everything else. So I think you've got to actually go with 99, so that makes sense. So we're going to go mid-range shots. We're going to get up to, say, 40. We're going to get a little bit more of our speed up. We'll get that to 30. We'll go agility up to 30. And it is just generically going for your build and kind of going with what your game plan is going to be like. So 3 points as well, that's going to be a massive one that we need to go up as well. You can see that it's not necessarily levels there, so we're going to plus everything up a little bit more. We'll go with free throws, we'll push that up a bit more as well, and we'll just keep going a little bit on everything shooting wise, because that's going to really help us. Stealing will go up a little bit, why not? Get a bit more blocking. Offensive rebounds get up a bit more, as well as defense. Speed we can definitely go up a little bit more then. That's going to be quite nice. Go with the agility, get all of the fundamentals down to an absolute key. Get them all up a little bit, and then we want to get a bit more passing, really, don't we? That's going to be a massive one to really push up to get as much as we can. Then we've obviously got some defense we can go a bit more up, and just really put ourselves at a very all-round sort of player, just to be able to kind of get some stuff. We'll go a little bit on the dunking as well. You don't want to have completely no control there. We'll just put that up a slight bit more, and then we'll kind of really go and push for them free throws, them 3 pointers. I think that's going to be a massive one for us to be able to get everything to that absolute key point. Pass accuracy can go up a little bit more then. That's going to take it to 99, and then we'll finish off with everything else going on the speed, and I think that is everything. So you can obviously change how your build wants to go. Like we saw, there was plenty of different characters you can build for that, so there is a lot of different stuff you can go for, and pretty much that is your standard. It's nothing too crazy, but we can obviously go there. You can then choose your team, you can test your build, and then you can edit it as well. You've obviously seen we've got the sharpshooting combo guard, so there is definitely a way to be able to edit it and go back if you don't want to go for that. So that's all you've got to do.